Welcome to this White Sox recap. I'm Jonathan Hood in for my buddy David Kaplan, and this is our White Sox recap as we review the White Sox in their loss against the Kansas City Royals by the score of 12-5. I'm a little agitated tonight watching the White Sox, and the reason why is because I was wondering, when is Dylan Cease going to show up this year? I saw Dylan Cease from a couple of years ago out there tonight, and I've been seeing Dylan Cease underachieve a lot this season. If he's not walking the ballpark, you know what he's doing? He's giving up a lot of base hits and a lot of home runs against the ball club that just got its 10th victory of the season. I'm not saying the White Sox are world beaters. What I'm saying is that Dylan Cease, the guy that was on the precipice of the Cy Young Award, needs to step up, because you want the ace to be able to close the door. If you have question marks about other starters in this White Sox team, it's one thing. But Dylan Cease has to pitch better than what he has. 5 innings pitched, 9 hits, 7 runs, all earned. I can imagine that line from like a couple years ago. But this Dylan Cease should be a lot better. And the other thing, too, is like he throws a ton of pitches, 97 pitches through 5 innings. Look at his lines as of late this season. Has not been impressive. That has to change. He's the ace of this staff. He's got to start pitching like it. And oh, by the way, you know what gives me indigestion? It's not like pasta or rich food. You know, what gives me indigestion is Aaron Bummer. Every time he goes to the bullpen doors and takes the mound, I feel like he is not going to get the job done. And guess what? He didn't get the job done. 4 innings, 4 runs, all earned, 3 hits through 2/3 of an inning. That just won't get it done. I'd love for the White Sox to upgrade the left-handers coming out of the bullpen. I know Crochet's coming back soon, but every time I see Bummer out there, it's just it's underwhelming for the most part. He has that look on his face like, like I want him to be confident. He has good stuff. I wish Aaron Bummer knew he had good stuff, because sometimes I don't think he does. Don't live up to your last name. Actually pitch, and pitch well, Bummer, because it's needed for this White Sox team. Hats off to Robert and as well as Vaughn. They both did a really good job offensively for the White Sox. But again, overall, the bullpen did a nice job against White Sox hitting. You're not going to win every ball game. I expect the White Sox to win this series against Kansas City, but this one here, 12-5, lopsided, cricket numbers on the board for the Royals against the White Sox. But again, here's looking at you, Dylan Cease. This has to be better. You've got to be able to pitch much better. You're the ace of the staff, and start acting like it. And by the way, I saw Amir Garrett, one of the relievers for the Royals. He was throwing up. He threw a pitch and then threw up on the mound. That's exactly how I felt watching the White Sox tonight. I felt like vomiting. Just a bad effort from the pitching staff all around. Lambert and Bummer and Dylan Cease. The Sox still have a chance to win this series, but I felt like Amir Garrett watched this game. Watching that. There's always tomorrow. That's our recap. I'm Jonathan Hood. As the White Sox lose 12-5, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Thanks so much for checking us out on YouTube, and take that.